Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about a Super Soco TC Max range and what you can expect to get out of the bikes. Great commuter bike, great fun. Enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe. I will see you later. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about range on electric bikes. Basically, I classify it as two categories. There's your bikes, the electrics like NIU and MQI plus Sport that do 30 miles an hour, any bike that can do 30 miles an hour. The range is dependent on the amp hours of the battery that's in question within the bike. If you think of normally the voltage as well is normally 48 volts on those bikes, or maybe 60 volts, and they've got a maximum speed 30 miles an hour. So they can do a specific range that's targeted for the bike, and you know you're going to get more or less that time of range. It's like the NIU MQI Plus Sport that we have. It's got a 48 amp hour battery. It's got in there 42 amp hours on Panasonic batteries, and the range of that bike is around 40 miles before you have to recharge it. So in that specific instance, you know for a fact that you've got certain commutes or whatever you can do before you have to recharge it. Now a lot of the 30 mile an hour bikes are like that. They've got either one or two batteries in them, etc., and you can easily tell what you can expect out of the bike. Now when you get into like this bike, the Super Soco TC Max, etc., it has 3 power modes, what it can allow you to go up to in miles per hour, and the range is dependent on how you use the throttle, because it can do 60 miles an hour. So I thought I'd give you a demonstration in respect of, not demonstration, but my analysis of going to work and back over a 3-day period, say. Well, I've had the bike for a week now and gone to work and back on it, and I can specifically, my journey is to give you some idea of the power usage I'm using when I'm going on my journey. I have a 2 mile stint at 40 miles an hour, a 1.5 mile stint at 50 miles an hour, and the rest of my 9.5 mile journey is made up of 30 mile an hour roads, but like this really. So I use it in power mode 1, because the maximum twist your arm throttle you can get is 35 miles an hour, so I'm not going to get in trouble with the speed cameras and stuff. Then when I go onto the 40 mile an hour roads, I nip into mode 2, which does 50 miles an hour before it cuts the power. So if I want to have some fun, I'll put in mode 3. But specifically, I have a 9.5 mile journey to work, calculated monitor. Hello. So I have worked out that I can go to work 2.5 times comfortably, there and back. That's 1938 miles, and then go to work again. So that's 47.5 miles before I get down to about 15% battery. Now I could get home in mode 1, but I'm not going to try it. I normally either charge it at work or charge it at home. So without running the battery down specifically too low, I can do 48 miles no problem. So if you have, so that's a different type of, like say the 30 mile an hour bikes, they go 30 miles an hour all the time, and you know your range. Well, on these bikes you've got to be a bit more specific. So to give you some idea, if you're thinking about buying one, like I say, I've got a 2 mile journey at 45 miles an hour. I've gone wrong way, now, stupid boy. And I can still go that way. And 1.5 mile journey at 50 miles an hour. That's 3.5 miles out of my 9.5 hour journey. The rest is all done 30 miles an hour. So yeah, it can do different speed variants quite easily. So you'd have to target, depending upon your journey to work and back, how you would use the battery really. But yes, the battery is more than capable of doing a specific run to work and back. If you think of your run to work is up to 25 miles going to work. I mean, who goes to work, commutes 25 miles? I don't know. Some people do, I suppose. If you do, then you'd have to really think of the 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour, 50 mile limits. If you got lots of, because I've made it no entry now, if you got lots of 30 mile an hours within that range, then you're going to be fine. Look at that sky this morning, it's only about 9 o'clock in the morning. It's like living in Spain. Just a heads up really, give you some real world figures on the Super Soco TC Max in respect of what it can achieve. Let's move the bike park. Amazon's bike's over there, but let's go over there. What it can actually achieve. Okay, I'm gonna love you and leave you for a second. I'll be back in a second. Hi, right, I'm back. So Dracula's taking some of my blood. Oh, look at my foot doing that, rubbing. Yeah, Dracula's had my blood. Yeah, so a quick recap on the bike in respect of any bike that does more than 30 miles an hour. But specifically, I'm talking about the Super Soco TC Max because that's my bike that I'm riding, and that's the one that you're probably interested in respect of finding facts on how far you can go on a charge. I reckon if you're doing 70% of 30 miles an hour and 25 to 30% say of 40 miles an hour and to 5% of 50 miles an hour, on my range tests, like I said, it's 2.1 miles at 40 miles an hour, 1.5 miles or 50 miles an hour, and then the rest is 35. And I can get 48 miles before I've got about 15-20% of battery left, and I'm thinking, do I need to charge it to go home? Yes, I do charge it. So yeah, range test 48 miles before charging if you're commuting on more than 30 mile an hour roads. But still, 48 miles is a long bloody way, isn't it? So it gets me to work 2.5 times. But I tell you, one tip on the bike, if you're old like me, one tip: don't try to take the bloody battery out to charge it. I did it at work one time and it nearly killed me. It was 22 kilos it is, the battery, but you have to lift it from here. So I'm lifting the battery from over here and I strain my back, and then you've got to carry it like a big suitcase. So charging port, I take it to work 2.5 days. Before I go to work on the 3rd day, I'll fully charge it. So I'm now doing 2 days, then fully charged, 2 days and fully charged. Makes it easier. Just stick it in this side here. Your battery in the garden comes out to here, and you just stick it in the port that's behind this bit of stuff that I put on here to protect it. And you just bang it in, let it charge, 4.5 hours charge, and it's fully charged again. That's where I'm going now. I'm going to go home to charge the bike again. This is my day off, but so I've used 2 days and she's got 34% left. So I'm going to go back home and charge her up. So it's not so bad actually, because I've been in mode 1 and 2 more, so I don't tend to go in mode 3 and faster. There's no point. Speed limits are speed limits. But yeah, save loads of money, that's all I can say. Well, I'm going to love you, leave it. Please subscribe, like and make comments on the videos, and I'll get back to any comments that people leave normally, so that's the stupid ones. Well, I still answer them. Hope everybody's well. Tatty bye now, this is Mad Mick signing off.